Aren't they great?
Billy Gardell from Mike and Molly. Such an honor to have you on our couch because we all tune in by the millions every week to watch. It's such an authentic show.
Very lucky, very great cast, great writing, and it was one of those sitcoms that everything that was supposed to come together did, and that only happens every 5-10 years, and we were one of those shows.
Yeah. And I was telling Kara, and I was telling you a little bit earlier, I was coming out of the closet the other night.
Right.
But and because I had my closets redone, I was putting all the clothes in, and the show was on, and I had never seen it because I go to bed by that time, and I was up late, and I got totally hooked. It was the episode where he was having a date with Molly's sister.
Right.
And I watched the whole thing. I actually sat down and watched the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll hook you. I always tell people, give us one episode. If you don't like us by then, that's fine. And you don't have to watch us. Just leave the channel on CBS.
That's what I tell people.
Then we still. But I love the story of so many people have a dream, they're pursuing it, and then like, maybe my dream wasn't really not meant to work out, and that was sort of where you were, and then you were about to leave Hollywood when this happened to you?
Yeah, I was going to take a job in radio. I hadn't booked anything in about 2 years out in Los Angeles. My son was 6.
Why was that? Just because?
Just because you never know. I mean, it comes in spurts, and then nothing was happening, and then at some point in your life you have to go, okay,
I gotta
be realistic. I got to change directions.
Exactly.
And I was on the road about 42 weeks a year as a stand-up, so I was missing my family. I was missing my son's life, basically. Right. And I got to the point where I said, okay, this isn't more important than my son. And then I said, a buddy of mine was going to give me a job in radio in Pittsburgh on WDVE. And I said, I'm going to ride out one more pilot season, which is a 3-month period, as you know, where you audition for all the new shows. Right. And I got 6 auditions in that 3 months, and the last one was Mike and Molly.
You're kidding.
11th hour, man. I was on my way out the door. People always say, no, they don't know. People always, but it's funny because people misconstrue that and they go, "Oh, you hung in there." No, I was leaving.
No, I was leaving. The car was packed.
And that's
my stuff was
in the right.
Got the phone. Right. And that's literally how it happened. So.
Yeah, it's just incredible. And now millions, 13 million people a week
and it doesn't
tuning
hurt
in.
that my co-star is a big movie star and rock star.
Now, seriously, when the show started, she was just starting to.
She had done Bridesmaids,
right, which was incredible.
And nobody knew yet that was going to be what it became. And she's just amazing, man. And the great thing about her and everybody on our set is pretty much a veteran. They're also either married or in a relationship. So there's a grounded factor on our. We know how lucky we are, and I think that comes through in the work because there's no craziness on our set. Like, we're just 40-year-olds that have good jobs.
That have good jobs.
That's it. That's literally what it is.
It does come across. I think we feel that.
They're a fun group, and I get to work with the funniest people on TV. Between her and my partner Reno and Katie Mixon, and the guy that plays Swoozy's boyfriend Vince, Lou Mastillo. That guy. You know that, right? I have to make him say things to me 9 times before we do the scene because he cracks me up because he's got that crazy and they're all infectious and they're all wonderful and I'm blessed to have the job I do.
And we get to come see you because you're here tonight
at the Mohegan Sun.
Yes, doing your own deal, stand up, kind of your roots, and we get to. I know that one of the shows might be sold out, but the late show you can still have tickets 8 and 10. What are we going to see when we get to just come see you one-on-one?
Well, what's great is my humor kind of crosses over from the Mike and Molly humor. I get to swear a little bit more, but I don't say anything that makes anybody really uncomfortable. But it's a blue-collar humor.
Kara swears during the commercials.
She does.
I heard her.
Like a trucker. It's like a trucker. No, but it's working-class humor. It's about being insane when you were younger and then trying to step into the reality of being 40.
Can we talk about your roots for a little bit?
Sure, absolutely.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and my parents split up when I was very young, probably for their own safety. And then my mom remarried a couple times. We ended up kind of kids that were everywhere. We were in Florida for a while, and then I just kind of hit the road and traveled all over the country. And 23 years later, here I am at the Mohegan Sun.
Our food is ready.
The food's ready.
The food is ready.
That's a perfect time.
Would you honor us by trying our grilled cheese roll-up?
I'd be happy to. Do you think I have ever missed a grilled cheese roll-up in my life? No, absolutely.
Now that's another question about if both you and Melissa, if you lose weight on the show, is it canceled? I mean, what happens?
You know, the creators have been great. I lost 50 pounds since that show started. Don't clap. I don't care. They're trying to keep me alive because it's a hit.
Exactly.
We all know that. So.
That's terrific.
But the thing that's great about these characters is everybody on that show has some kind of flaw, whether it's the girls and the drinking or me with the weight. So everybody's just trying to get a little bit better in there, and it's surrounded in that that good dysfunctional family mess we have.
Right.
So the creators have been fantastic. They're like, look, Bill, if you lose weight, that's great. If you gain a little, we're going to write whatever happens to you.
Now, did they encourage you to lose weight, or you decided on your own?
They said just stay alive.
Just stay
That's all
alive.
they asked me.
All right,
so.
that's good.
But I have good DNA. I have lower cholesterol than my wife, and it infuriates me.
That's beautiful.
She's like that
You'd be
big.
lucky. Okay. And then what does your son think about all this?
You know, I've been very careful with that. I tell my son all the time. When this first started, you know, we live in LA and we live in the Valley, and there was a billboard above his school, literally, with my big fat head on it.
Oh
right?
my God, that's incredible.
So, and he was like, Dad, you're going to be famous, and I stopped the car, and I make real good care to do this with him as much as possible. I always tell him, that is what I do. Who I am is your father.
Right.
That doesn't mean anything.
Right.
That's going to be over in 3 years. I'm still going to be your dad forever. So we're lucky enough to have a good job. We stay humble about that. We stay grateful. Maybe we work for a long time.
My father was doing that. Same thing.
That's amazing. It's really, and I think that's what comes across in the show is that you
Yeah.
feel like you guys are real people,
Well,
and that's a wonderful
I
message.
come from that tribe. You know, my dad, whenever I go visit him in Florida, you know, he feels it's his job and crusade to keep me humble.
He's in
Does he do
Florida,
that to you
though.
too?
Yeah, no,
your dad?
I visit my dad. He's right here in prison, right up in
He's go up and say hi.
Yeah,
right?
I go up and say hello, and he's a nice guy.
My dad always likes to play the game. No, but it's very entertaining.
If you need someone to open for
My
you.
dad, my dad loves to play the game. Look at the big star taking out my trash. That's the game my father enjoys to play.
Right. All right. Live or tape?
I enjoy the sitcom, but my first love is stand-up.
It's still.
It really is. It's
Okay.
what brought me to the dance. It's what I'm most loyal to.
Yeah, because I think it would be very. We have cameras, we have a live audience, but you're like my friends here. But I guess that's how it is with you and your audience.
You know, it is now. It didn't used to be. Now I play a casino and it's all Mike and Molly fans. Used to be it was 62 people who got a coupon to get off the floor to forget they were losing money from it. So it's a little bit nicer now. You know?
That's beautiful.
So, yeah.
And Primanti's?
The best.
I was just there.
The best. It's a 3,500 calorie sandwich.
It's beautiful.
I always want to take one to LA, make a supermodel eat it, and just watch her head explode. I just think that would be
This is in
fun.
Pittsburgh? This is what we
It's in
go
Pittsburgh,
there?
yes.
Okay.
Well, what it is, it's a sandwich. It's meat, coleslaw, French fries, and everything else between two pieces of bread. And the way it started was the guys that had to get into the coal mines didn't have time to stop and eat the whole breakfast. So they just started putting the whole meal between two pieces of bread, wrapping it, and sending them get to work.
And your Pirates.
My Broncos, don't say nothing.
All right,
It's
because
the
we
day
don't want
after.
to jinx it.
Here's the thing: the day after 4th of July, last 2 years, we've gone right in the toilet.
All
so
right,
I don't
so we
want to
won't say anything. Well, we'll wish you
Be
good
real
luck.
quiet about it.
We'll wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Thank
Billy
you.
Gardell, thank
you,
you.
guys.
Check it out. You might be one of the lucky few to still get a ticket tonight. Thanks so much for being here.
Right on.
Great,
Thanks,
nice to
guys.
meet you.
Thank you
Pleasure.
so much.
We'll be right
you.
back. We're cooking with Prudence in the
Absolutely.
kitchen next. She's making spinach.